Okay.
Apologies.
It's okay, don't worry, we can see the screen. No problem. Okay, keep the lights on.
It's not there. Fostering relationships between juniors and seniors have always been a persistent difficulty in tertiary institutions. Needless to say, asking seniors for advice will be just as hard. Thus, we are here today to present a solution in regards to those issues. Hi, I'm Chuan Wei, and this is Sam, together with Moose, our teammate who is absent due to NS reservist. We are a team of upcoming Year 2 students who is from the School of Computing, majoring in computer science. So here's our agenda for today. We'll first explore the issues and solutions which our app revolves around, followed by some technical details and our future insights. We'll then end today's presentation with a demo and a Q&A session. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see from the slides, lessons in varsity are held via lectures where students from various faculties and years can attend. Thus, with free sitting, students merely attend their lectures and rush off to their next, mostly without bothering who sits next to them. Following that thought, as sophomores, we have identified issues we have personally experienced and we would like to improve them via our application. Upon matriculation as a freshman, one will have various problems that they would like to have answered, but are unable to find direct advice. With reference to NUS, our module bidding system is a system where many freshmen find difficult to understand. So for example, Sam today will actually be meeting up with his juniors to teach them and advise them on how to bid for our modules because it's actually the module bidding season. Thus, however, for many other freshmen, without the luxury of having a friend or a senior who is already in NUS, they will just have to deal with it themselves, followed by a possible serial or spamming of emails into our student admin office inboxes. So after matriculating as a student, one would have difficulty in trying to plan for their modules, not knowing what are the level of difficulties in the modules. Thus, this is where our application, Apollo, comes in. Apollo aims to facilitate the process of making new friends in NUS to foster a relationship between juniors and seniors undergraduates.
Yeah, Okay, with that said, our mission statement, we came out with guidelines in order to build our app. So all of our app's features are all built based on these guidelines. Okay, so for our application Apollo, it needs to be able to ease new students into the university life. Secondly, it needs to provide a safe and secure space for our users to create bonds, to build and strengthen bonds, and also to mingle around. Thirdly, we need to facilitate a connection between seniors and juniors. And lastly, students across all faculties. So the last point, the facilitate connections, is one of our main focus. These are the features that will be presented in our application, but we will go through in details during our app demo later on. Okay, yeah, for our application to run, these are some of the technical requirements. It needs to be run on an Android device above ice cream sandwich 4.0.0. The phone or the device itself needs to have a GPS in order for our location-based features to work, a photo gallery to upload their profile pictures, as well as a Google Play service in order for push notifications to work. Although Apollo is built from scratch, we also rely on some third-party libraries. One of them is QuickBlocks. I have no idea how to pronounce QuickBlocks box. We use it as a framework for our messaging system as well as push notification. We also rely on two other libraries provided by James Smith. This is the URL to both of the third parties library. So for the James Smith, we are using Smart Image View, which is to enhance or speed up the loading process of online images, as well as the async HTTP client for Android is to reduce the communication time between Android and our server-side script. So basically, the James library is to make sure that app runs faster, everything is more responsive. With all the technical requirements and features, we find that it's not enough in order to provide a full experience for our user. Therefore, we make it a point that our application has to be as dummy-proof as possible. So how do we do that? We came up with another 3 guidelines in order to achieve our dummy-proof goal. Firstly, is we try to simplify all of our processes. That includes like the setup process, whereby our new users can just log in with their existing IVLE account, which is the student account, and update a few fields of their profile, and they will be gain access to the application itself. So this shortens the whole process and it reduces the complexity. Secondly, we also follow the design guidelines provided by Android in order to provide this familiar Android user experience. Lastly, which is user testing. We find that user testing is very important as Apollo now is in its beta testing phase for about a week. We have received many feedbacks, both good and bad, which help our app to improve tremendously, which have never improved that much before the user testing. So with that, it also boils down to us wanting to make Apollo an app for our NUS students by the NUS students. Yeah.
So as for our future endeavors, we hope to extend our application to connect between lecturers and students for discussion purposes. Moreover, as NUS computer science student, we have direct access to free developer license for Windows application. Thus, we aspire to integrate our application for Windows platform as an outreach to more users, such as those using iPhones but owns Windows devices. As for our future variations, we would like to introduce our application to other tertiary institutions if possible. Additionally, in terms of investment, let's say if a company is looking to mass hire web developers, through Apallo, we will be able to assist them via our filtering system, directly notifying those applicable students such as all computer science major students to the job offering. This is one example out of many which creates opportunities for potential investors for Apollo, as it now acts as a direct outreach to tertiary students in simple forms of notification. So now let us move on to the app demo.
Okay. So as you can see from here, this is our login page. We don't require, as mentioned earlier, we don't require our user to create a separate account. Rather, they can just use the existing NUS student account in order to gain access to the application itself. So I just need to click on IVLE and then I'll log in. Okay, let me move it off the screen because I don't want my password to.
As you can see, the interface is actually very dummy-proof. It's just a button, so it's very simple and direct.
Okay, this is after I've logged in with my account because I've already filled up the stuff. So as a new user, right, usually as a new user, these fields are all empty, including the profile picture. So I can change my profile picture. Okay, I just took a selfie last night, so I'm just going to use this. All these fields, I can change it. Maybe I can add in my surname. Do some amendments. Okay, and I can... so this is the whole registration process. Log in via IVLE and fill up the profile.
Is it a requirement to fill out the profile immediately after you log in?
You have to fill in at least your name. Yeah.
Can't you get your name from IVLE?
Can, but it will be too long. We don't want the name to be too long.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do thought about
Directly using.
yeah, directly using just shorten.
Yeah, if they never put their own nickname.
Why is it updating so long? Sorry, it doesn't happen like that. I don't know why. Does this happen a lot?
Is it the internet connection?
I don't know.
I think it's the internet connection. Do you use the NUS one?
Don't- Oh. Okay, I will use my mobile broadband instead.
Can you cut that? Oh yeah, see?
Okay, yeah. I think for the future teams, maybe you can request them to use their own mobile network. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, there's this instruction message here. This will not have happened without our user testing, because our user says that, hey, we cannot find your navigation menu, where is it? So upon the first login, you have this click to open drawer, navigation drawer. Okay, it's not focused, never mind. Yeah, so when they start up their first time in the application, right, they will have to open up the drawer. This is to get them familiar. This is part of our user friendliness lah. So they will know that, oh, okay, so I can access to my navigation drawer by clicking on the icon at the side. Okay, so these are all the list of the users that are nearby. It's not a lot yet because we just started our beta testing. What we can do is we can view their profile. Okay, let's view Chuan Wei's profile. So from here you can see the various information, the faculty, major, the year where she got into NUS, her description, and as well as her interest. These are all the fields. These are the fields that we will have to fill in, including her names. So I can view her image also. Yeah, this is an enlarged version of her image. Okay, besides that, we can, what's a social app without like chatting feature? So we have our chatting system. Yeah. Okay, the message is, okay, never mind. We're just testing out. So yeah, this is a very standard chat. Look, okay. So this is the part where you type in the message. Like, hi. So as of now it's gray. When it's green means it has been successfully sent out. Yeah. Oh no, we don't have an error. We just keep trying. Oh, we didn't implement that yet. Yeah. So let's say if I message her and then I want to look at other messages, like I don't only message her because I have other friends. So I can view all of my messages from the sidebar. So this is a very standard chat messaging lobby, I would call it. So I can view different other chat conversation. Yeah. Okay, let me go back to the nearby. Okay, besides the chat feature, we also implement a friend system. So let's say there's this whole list of users, but I want to like sort of bookmark these certain users that I want to talk to. So I can add them as friend. So they will appear in the friend list. So they are here. So if let's say one day I decided not to talk to Chuan Wei anymore, or she's like not important to me anymore, I can just remove her from my friend list. Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, friend list is just like a bookmarking system. Unlike relating to Facebook, you do not need to get through that person in order to add into your friend list. Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea why is this happening again.
So this is actually quite very useful app for stalking, right?
We do talk about the stalking element. That's why we don't release the amount of distance away from the user to other users. So even though they might be around, right, but
Maybe a few thousand km away. But as long as they are the nearest one to you, they will just appear there.
Okay, similar to the friend list, we also have the block feature. It works the same way.
So if you find someone keeps spamming you yes, as you say, stop. So if the person keep wanting to like chat with you, but you don't want them to continue chatting with you, this is a very good feature implemented.
Yeah, to block users. Yeah. So similar. Sorry.
Does the blocking removes it from the list of locations?
The blocking now works in a way whereby the user can send a message, but the one that blocks them, right, wouldn't receive the message.
But I will still be visible from a location.
Yeah, correct.
So that it will not be so that it will not be a hostile app, because
Yeah.
if you know someone were to block you, and let's say if we actually integrate into lecturers and students, if a lecturer actually block the student, how would the students feel?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is one way to not show that to show the hostileness of the app.
It's like discrete blocking. Like I block you, but I don't want you to know I block you.
Maybe you should name it mute.
Mute. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Mute. Yep. So similarly, you can see whoever people that you block. Okay. Oh yeah, then we have this like thumbs up feature, which is like a like equivalent. We want to encourage our users to have like productive communication or connections online. Therefore, we encourage users to give each other a thumbs up. So so I remove her thumbs up. Okay, so I can give her another thumbs up by clicking on the button. Yeah. So all this, right, will encourage users to try to be, a better user online. So if you have a lot of likes like me, I'm at the top. So you get to appear on the top of the featured list. Yeah, I got 7 likes, so yeah, I'm on top. Okay, so in order to edit profile, as you can see, if I access to my own profile page, you have this, it's quite blurred, edit profile. So I can click to return back to the page that we had started off earlier to edit my stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, this initially, right, there wasn't a view profile for our own. I don't know why we didn't thought of that. It was through user testing the feedback to us, hey, how come I cannot see my major? How come I not see my faculty? Then we realized, oh no, we totally didn't think about that. So user testing really helps us to bring out all these features. Okay, lastly, even though we have like chat and everything, we also implement a gaming system. As of now, it's just a scissors, paper, stone. So I can begin game, choose scissors. So everything is still in the same design flow. So everything is very simple. It's like within 3-4 clicks, you can achieve whatever you want to do. That is what we call simplifying of our processes. Yeah. Okay, so let's say I played a lot of games with a lot of people. I can view the list of games. So like awaiting response means like I request a game with them, then they don't respond to me, or like if I win a game, and I lost the game, so this is the list of all your past games played. Yeah, so like let's say if we leave our phone, okay, maybe we are slightly immature bunch of people, but let's say if we leave our phone on our desk unattended, sometimes people will want to like face jack us or like use our app and post nonsensical stuff. We implemented this feature. We can actually lock the app. Yeah, it's down here, so maybe I can set the password. Pass. Okay, so every time when I launch the app, you will ask me for the password.
Instead of the IDLE password, it's very long to type. Yeah.
Yeah, so everything will be back to normal. It's just this extra security. Yeah.
So let's move on to a Q&A session.
We hope that you all like it.
Yeah.
We do like it. Our friends do like it. Okay, sorry.
So do you have questions?
How about group? How about group chat? And kind of like.
Oh, okay. Because we want to want to do it in the way like in phase. So as of now, right, it's individual connection. But in the future, we do intend to expand into the area whereby, you know, we can create like a group, a study group, or a group with a teaching staff in it. Yeah, but all this is in our future pipelines.
Yeah, and groups like for those investors, then we can just post notifications and release out to those applicable students. Yeah.
Yeah, if we have like a bigger database, it's easier to outreach to NUS students just through this app.
Yeah, instead of sending emails, because emails you can put them in the spam box. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, primarily, what is the main feature of this application?
Okay. The main feature is
Just
to
one.
be sorry.
One main feature of this application.
One main feature. I
That
believe
everybody will use.
is to find other users nearby of the same interest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, after you find, then what?
Or you can choose any way of communication, like the main communication will be chatting, or you can request for a game lah. But the main thing is you want to have a platform for them to initiate like a chat. Or you know, like sometimes physically you won't like want to approach someone, maybe it's awkward or whatever. But like digitally it's easier, there's less of this boundary
So it's a
to approach.
dating app,
No, it's not a dating
Yeah,
app.
it's not a dating app.
Because, for example, if I were to take, because I'm a computer science student and we are required to take up science, whether it's chemistry, bio, or physics. So if I'm not major in physics, but I actually know someone who is majoring in physics, attending in the same class, through this app with face recognition, we actually can search for them, or immediately we can search for them online because they are nearby. Then we can straight away ask them, hey, do you actually understand this term? I don't really get what this lecturer is explaining. So it breaks down a lot of boundaries.
And on top of that, we are trying to set the tone from the start that this is not a dating app. Although it's influenced by dating app, but then the tone that we want to set, right? Because with the login of IVL is strictly NUS students, we want to set the tone whereby it's a learning environment rather than a dating environment.
Yeah.
Hi, I just want to ask a question. Are you aware of the NUS Live website in campus?
Oh yeah, about that.
There is.
No, we do not know what's that, but because as you can see, right, as an NUS student, we weren't actually informed of this. So for our apallo, right, we actually intend to ask the student admin office to actually introduce this application during the freshman orientation to let them know that there's actually such application which you can directly reach out to your seniors immediately. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to share quickly, right? So NUS Live is created by Professor Anthony, and also a professor whom I know is Professor Anthony. Yeah, so maybe you want to like connect with them because they would be a good candidate to help you roll out your app further. Yeah, so because in their website they also encourages interactivity, but maybe not to the extent of having a mobile application. So yours is like complimentary. Yeah. So beyond this, right, I want to also ask you about what are your plans going forward? You mentioned about connecting with OSA, right, to maybe roll this out for I don't know, for the newly matriculated students this year, or maybe prepare for next year. So what other development are you looking at in the future?
Oh, okay. In terms of platform, right, we intend to expand our platform to so like users that are not using Android phones, right, they can use it on like Windows platform or on the website. The reason why we say Windows is not because Microsoft is here. Yeah, it's because
It's because, as we mentioned just now, as computer science students, via our DreamSpark account, we are actually given free developer license.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
No, but because us students, we are very poor, so these are the opportunity that we can use without much money involved. So that we can do other productive stuff such as like marketing, poster designs, printing out of flyers, in order to extend the outreach to more students in NUS. Yeah. And besides that, we don't really think of NUS. As of now, it's NUS focused, but we intend to bring this app across to other tertiary education
institutions. And also, let's say if companies, they would like to get their staff from other departments to mingle with each other, like instead of calling or trying to email them, they can directly use this application. Let's say if they invest on this application, they can use it in their company, because every company have a staff database. It's a essential thing for corporations. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have some questions. And I'm not wearing my Microsoft hat today.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like your idea. The question I have is: have you all considered identifying the people within your membership, whether they're interested to mentor or whether they're interested to be more of a recipient because they are new, they need information. So to segregate these groups and maybe provide some suggestions of matching, be it by year, first year, fourth years, or be it by, like you said, in terms of the subject matter, so you can identify subject matter experts who are willing to volunteer their time to help. Have you all considered this?
Okay, we actually thought of having an extra activity. What is it called? We intend to have another screen so that it's like sort of like a forum base. It's just that we do not have the time to implement it yet. So it's sort of like you can post thread like saying, oh, I can offer certain help, or people are requesting certain help. We thought that could probably solve the problem that you're asking us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as mentioned, right, we have a filtering system. So for the filtering system, right, you actually can filter students via their faculty. Yes. So it directly, for example, I have to ask a physics question because I'm kind of weak in physics. So I will just, yes, it's a FOS student. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about this feature.
Yeah. I think you can see the major, right?
Yeah.
Through the faculty, you can also see the major.
So she's off no luck because this is a chemistry major.
Yeah.
Okay.
My chemistry is good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So with Apollo, we fully integrate and connect institution. Yeah.
Did we cut off any questions? I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, you had a question, right? Sorry.
No, the same.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for having us.
From my thinking is like first time when I see the app, it is kind of more of a dating kind of app, which you see the friends.
Mm-hmm.
But the more comments which I would give you is like, have you been to the code.msdn.microsoft.com? Basically, it's the same concept, wherein, for example, if I am looking for more into a C# programmer who's contributed more of a code, who has more reviews plus the thumbs up, then I would be more interested in that guy and contacting that guy in more of asking the C# questions or more of a technical questions. So your app should focus mainly on like getting to the objective direct. Like for example, if I'm a science student, is like I can bring up a related science or whoever in information brings up to the top and reach him immediately.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely take that into consideration.
So more of.
Is it like a Q&A bot kind of stuff? Or LinkedIn?
No, it's not kind of a LinkedIn. It's kind of a resource library where more people contribute. You try to find out people related to your competences.
Maybe one suggestion would be actually to, make it as a game, right? To gather this kind of information, right, from an individual person. All these like resources and whatnot that you were talking about, and it's actually quite useful from employer standpoint, or from when I'm searching for people to employ or internship or whatever lah. Right, it's quite interesting that you can actually integrate. I think you can actually integrate that as a game. So let's say I want to play with you a game, right? You store those information, and you'll be able to, gather more information about that individual person, right? So yeah, I don't know. That's just an idea I think that can be solved.
Okay.
Thank you.
By the way, it's a very good interface. Really like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
It's over.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay, time for lunch.
No, they still have. They still have.
Okay, okay, sorry. False hope. You need to press the both side.
Wow.
No, you must hold. I think.
I never use this.